Hey guys, I'm Aisha,
I'm Natalie,
and we're the Hustle Table.
and this is where we're meant to insert the slogan, but I can't remember what the slogan is. But essentially, what we're going to do is it's all about bringing the table to you guys. So we don't need to wait for someone to bring us the table. We're going to bring it to you.
Today we're going to talk to you about apprenticeships versus degrees.
Yep.
So let's go back to basics. What's an apprenticeship?
Interesting one. So I'm not going to give you the government Google advice, but what I think apprenticeships are in the most basic sense is it's an alternative route to educational training. Mm-hmm. So whether that mean you are an apprentice for a law firm or an apprentice for a bank, you're doing education, but you're also getting paid to learn, which is the key point there. What's degrees? Tell me about degrees.
Degrees is weird because I actually did a degree, but I actually kind of wish I did an apprenticeship, but it's fine. So a degree is basically, it's one topic, you focus on one topic for 3 to 4 years, sometimes 5 if you're doing medicine, sometimes 7 if you're doing like really complicated stuff. But yeah, for a certain period of time, you end up with a lot of debts because you have student loans to pay and you're not working during that period. Now, obviously, there are pros and cons to both, I personally feel like. I think from a degree perspective, one of the pros is that you get that kind of, I mean, it depends on if you are living in your uni or if you're living at home, but I personally got that independence of not being at home.
Living the uni life.
Yeah, and my friends, like a lot of my friends have come from, my long-term friends have come from university, so it made me more, I mean, I was sociable anyway, but it made me more sociable. So I class that as a pro. Another pro is the fact that, I mean, I could specialise in one specific subject. A con of that is, if I decide, a lot of people don't actually do their degree. I'm fortunate that I did, so I studied banking, finance and management, so I'm lucky that I'm in banking, but at the same time, I didn't want to be a banker, I wanted to play basketball.
And I feel like a lot of people that study for their degree don't necessarily go into that field anyway, if that makes sense. And like, that's where apprenticeships are a little bit different. So what, your degree was like, you said 3 to 5 years, didn't it?
Mine was 4.
Okay, so apprenticeships usually are like 1 to 3, depending on what type of apprenticeship you're doing. So I started the bank on a foundation apprenticeship scheme, which was 12 months. And then because, you know, they're paying for more than that, I also got them to do my degree. So I did a 3-year apprenticeship, but it was higher apprenticeship level something, if that makes sense. Degree equivalent. I went to Anglia Ruskin University. I graduated, but I didn't have uni experience. However, I had the job experience. So whilst I was doing my apprenticeship, I was getting on the job experience, which is what a lot of graduates struggle with because they've been doing the uni, but they haven't been doing the job.
Do you know what annoys me, actually? So many people apply for jobs and they don't get it because they're told you don't have enough experience.
Yeah.
So how am I supposed to get experience when I'm in uni? It doesn't make sense.
But you should just do Asda or Sainsbury's.
No, but it's not the same because a lot of people don't know how to convert.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I'm a cashier to, you know, I want to be a lawyer. Like people don't know how to make that conversion. So for me, I think the way I tried to counteract that is I did a placement year. So I made sure that when I finished that uni, no one could come and tell me that I don't have experience. I have experience and I worked abroad. So did you work abroad? No. So therefore, I have that experience. But again, I think it was different for me because part of the reason I did go to uni is because I had a basketball scholarship. So I'm very aware of the fact that now, I do still pay student loan that you don't have to pay.
Yep.
But it's still lower than what a lot of people pay because 2/3 of my student loan is gone. Like, the university paid me for it, but don't get twisted, I had to train 8 times a week to get that scholarship.
But you loved it.
What? 8 times a week? How many days?
You do what you love.
How many days in a week?
7.
Right. So
but you made the extra day.
And then Sunday was my day off. So do you know how many times I had to train? Twice.
That's what happens. You get that grant, so you got to work for that grant, innit?
Okay. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't that bad when I was there. I loved the sport, so it was it wasn't an issue, but there was sometimes at 5 o'clock was a bit of an issue. But I feel like I had to make that sacrifice to be able to play my sport and still do my degree. So I feel like there's pros and cons, but if I could go back, I might have done an apprenticeship, because I feel like, number one, you're already in the role, you don't have to do that. And I think my biggest thing is debt.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like debt.
Yeah.
I don't like spending. I don't like debt. Like, so if I could do something and not have to pay anything, do you know how annoying it is when I see my paycheck and it's like 200 and something pounds student loan? You don't deserve that.
I've never seen that, and I'm so happy I haven't. Do you know what's mad though? I don't think I would switch. If I had the opportunity to pick between doing the apprenticeship or going to uni, when I look at, again, a lot of my friends that went uni that were struggling to get jobs afterwards, I had been in the bank for like 5-6 years by that point. I built up my brand there. They knew who I was. I was able to get promotions quite easy because I've been in that business for X amount of time. Yeah, but it was kind of a no-brainer for me. And I wasn't in debt. That's another thing as well. So I was getting promotions, I was getting more money, whilst my friends were, had to pay that student loan out the paycheck. So.
let me tell you something about Natalie. This girl can maneuver her way through this bank like I don't even want to use the word snake, but this girl can maneuver her way. Yeah, that's a bit deep. But she, when someone knows a bank so well, she knows how to connect with the right people, and that came from time.
Yeah.
Naturally, yes, I have a degree, I went through uni, but I'm not going to have that time that she's ever had, because while she was in the bank, I'm doing parties.
You was enjoying
I was doing
man.
Partying.
I wasn't enjoying. I didn't get to enjoy. Freshers, listen, Snapchat, yeah? When I used to watch you lot on Snapchat, hey, freshers, enjoy. I used to be like, I'm working on a Saturday, finishing at 4 o'clock. It's a bit mad. So I hear what you're saying in terms of, I think it's that balance though, about what do you prefer, experience in life or just kind of getting the job done and sorting out your career. I think when you're our age now, if you haven't kind of jumped into your career or kind of, know a little bit where you're going, then it can be a bit difficult. But when you finish uni at 23, 24, it's a lot more flexible. You can go into kind of any field. You can decide, oh no, I don't want to do this. I want to do X, Y, Z.
True.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy money, so I enjoyed working. I can't lie to you.
I didn't realize I liked money until I left uni.
Yeah,
and that's my problem. Yeah. I didn't realize that was a big thing for me until I left, because I was that enjoyment girl that used to in uni. In my uni, first year I visited 16 different universities for enjoyment purposes. It got to a point where other people from different unis were asking me, "Oh, what do you study here?" I don't go to uni. I go to a top 5 university at the time.
You used to bounce around to different unis, yeah?
For the enjoyment, and I went back to mine for focus.
Is this what these girls do in uni?
Do you know what? So I think, so if you're looking back, what would you pick? Apprenticeship or degree?
Apprenticeship, 100%. 100%. I don't really care for experiences as long as I'm good and I don't have to worry about what's going on in my bank account. For me, like I said, growing up, looking after my mum, paying bills from young, it's kind of always been about making sure home is set, bills are set, everything's good. So I think if I hadn't gone through my life experiences, maybe I would have been more about, let me go out and party. But that time of my life, I was like, I need to sort out bills for my household.
I think, do you know what? Let me throw something out here. I feel like, and I know this is a bit of a wild statement, if I was a white male, there's no way I would have gone to uni. Absolute myth. It wouldn't have happened. But I'm also the only female in my family. I only have brothers. So I feel like I kind of needed to get a degree. But I guess at the same time, looking back, I like money. So I think I might have done an apprenticeship. I'm sorry. I'm selling out. Money-wise, I feel like I'd be way further ahead in my career if I had done an apprenticeship than as opposed to doing a degree. But it just means that at a young age, I would have needed to know exactly what I wanted to do.
And that's the problem. You don't when you're 17, 18, so...
Looks like apprenticeship wins. Cool. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And we're going to see you next time. Make sure to...
like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll catch you next time.
See you later, guys.